planning a dinner or lunch or surprise picnic in the wardrobe, Spanish wine and food is your fail-safe combo. Whether through numerous mouth-watering tapas plates or epic one-dish creations, Spanish food almost by definition captures multiple combinations of flavours and textures with every bite. The wines therefore have to be pretty versatile, so they can go with everything on the table.
In Spain you can find all sorts of wine styles, from the crisp bubbles to sticky dark sherries. But the diversity of the still red wines in particular make them great options for all kinds of food, including some that might surprise you. Here are some must-try combinations of Spanish dishes from red wines from a region that boasts all sorts of styles.
Cariñena.
Cariñena.
Tempranillo, that's the grape, can be a great all-rounder, and you can pick your style of it depending on your dish. A youthful version that's fruity and bright without being too tannic and oaky is a brilliant option for most Spanish dishes. And one classic combination to try is a chicken stew with lots of peppers, onions and tomato. In the Cariñena region of Spain, they call this a chilindron stew, and it goes perfectly with a young, unoaked Tempranillo, like this one from El Circo, from the Vinos stables. The fruit is juicy and bold enough to stand up to the vegetables, and that subtle oak adds texture and an umami note that complements the similar flavours in the dish.
When red Spanish grapes get together, you're covered for powerfully flavoured dishes like chorizo migas, a garlicky breadcrumb dish with spicy sausage. Take this blend from Corona de Aragón Crianza, for example. It has the Cariñena grape for that lovely grip. Garnacha gives you earthy red fruit and figs, and Tempranillo shines the light on wild strawberry, licorice and soft spices. Add an extra splash of Cabernet Sauvignon into the mix, and you have the structure, the flavour and the acidity needed to break through the powerful flavours of the garlic and chorizo. Ooh, yes.
Yes. There are many high-altitude vineyards in Spain, and many of them boast vines over 40 years old. Add both French and American oak for 2 years of aging or more, and you'll be left with a concentrated, complex and yet supremely mellow wine with a long finish and warm spices. Perfect for more earthy meat like lamb, and able to stand up to strong flavours like cola and garlic.
The perfect wine for this dish? Well, you need a Gran Reserva, much like this beautiful Monasterio de las Viñas Gran Reserva. Helena, would you be so kind? Thank you. Now, this beauty has at least 5 years of age before release, with at least 2 years in oak. It's a great example of a premium blend from high-altitude vines. Made from a blend of the famous Spanish varietals, Garnacha, Cariñena and Tempranillo, there's enough tannin to stand up to the protein in the meat, but it won't overpower it like heavier grape varieties might.
A perhaps more surprising wine and food match is a premium Cariñena with cod. A chunky cod fillet cooked with sweet onions and porcini mushrooms, with perhaps just a tiny kick of Spanish chili pepper, however, loves a premium Cariñena. The Parcella 15 from Anayón is made from a single parcel of high-altitude vines. It has the acidity to help refresh the palate with a fleshy cod, fruit to stand up to the sweetness, and just the right amount of oak to complement the umami from the mushrooms again.
A vibrant, fruity young red may not seem like the most obvious pairing with the cinnamon-scented red pudding, but it is when it's an old vine Garnacha. Rather than being tannic and heavy, this grape makes velvety, medium-bodied reds that taste of wild strawberry and a bit of fig conserve too. Add old vines to the mix and you get a minerality that refreshes the palate, and more of an earthy brioche flavour that works wonders with puddings just like this. The Beso de Vino wine range focuses on youthful, juicy wines at an accessible price point. And this old vine Garnacha is a knockout with caramelized torrijas, a type of scrumptious bread pudding that we both thoroughly enjoy.
You can find all these recipes in detail, as well as more about the Cariñena wine region, by searching Cariñena on the3drinkers.com.
And for more information on all of these wines, visit grandesvinos.com. Thanks for watching. Gracias.
Hasta luego.
Oh, I do like a bit of umami.
Umami.
Now give me my wine back. Thank you. I'm leaving now.
I'm going to stand here and be served.
Yes.
Like the queen I am.